I hate online gaming. Online gaming, it's changed how video games have been played.
Oh man, guess what it's time for? It's time for Call of Duty!
Because when I go to my friend's house to play video games,
I don't know what happens between the beginning of the game and the end of the game, but I just end up so fucking pissed.
so they let me play, and I'm like super excited because I never play Call of Duty because I don't buy it because I suck at it online because everyone's so freaking good at it. For good reasons or some unintentional reasons. Spends like hours upon hours trying to like...
At imaginary characters that don't exist, controlled by people that do exist.
Get a kill streak of like 5, which is totally amazing. My first experience with it was back when every teenage boy was playing Halo 2. And when you look back at your life and go, wow, look at all my list of accomplishments. Oh wow, I got a nuke.
The other day I downloaded Words with Friends.
Good for you, you're doing good at life. I'm sorry if I offend any of those that play Call of Duty Modern Warfare and get kill streaks. Sorry. And with that, you always tend to run into the same people over and over again.
And then the first word I could put down was the word bun. B-U-N.
If I do bad, pwn some noobs guy, and you would usually be the first person to fall down dead. They will not let me shoot their guns. They're like, yo, you can't shoot guns because your accuracy...
Oh man, I gained 6 points.
It's not as good as mine, which means I'll drop because of you.
It's just like a random guy, I don't know who he was. He put in neuroscience for 6,000.
So you can only use knives. You had the 9-year-old always throwing around racial slurs and the guy that didn't know what button did what. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. I got to a point where I was at a friend's house where I was playing...
The f*** is this?
And I did so bad. I died 3 times. I killed 2 people.
Like, if you've ever played online Uno...
He took the controller from me and said, hey, your gaming privileges for the day is gone.
It's exactly like regular Uno, but online.
But now we have, what, Call of Duty 12 and Medal of Honor.
If you're doing it online, and then there's a guy that's just like, haha, draw 2 cards, noob, and then there's nothing you can f***ing do about it.
I sat there for the rest of the day.
It's like, okay.
I felt so stupid. I was like, why am I even sitting here? Why don't I just go home? These games, while popular, I can't help but notice how similar they are to some... Why don't you just tell me, hey, you know what, let's call it a day, go home. But no, he let me sit there. Franchises I've been playing for 10 years or so. Watching him play.
Like, for some reason, the amount of people who have had sex with my mother...
Why do you guys care so much about this?
...have increased.
Friends play a lot on our profiles, or they have to stricken them just to knives.
I feel like every person who's better than me, or any person who's ever said I sucked at a video game, has had sex with my mother. And I'm like,
wow, I feel old.
Are you my daddy?
Knives take time to get skilled at.
If you want to be a player in a video game, like, treat others with respect or something. Don't be like, f*** you noob, cry me a river and put a ward in it.
And if you don't let me get time to skill at it and just give me 1 game, and if I suck, take the controller from me and say that's your privileges for the day? Which are Armored Core and Ace Combat.
Like, I wear a microphone just to talk to these people.
How do you expect me to get better? You gotta work with me, you gotta train me. That's what they do in the military. They don't go, oh, you got 1 shot, that's it. Originally, you weren't that good at Call of Duty, Chris. Also, there's an at-cost add-on so you can actually play against other players.
Which is literally nothing but a barrage of insults.
But no, some reason in your little head, you thought I could be as good as you with 1 day, even though you probably weren't that good at first day. I'm boycotting the series. That's called being selfish, that's called being a jerk! And the developers decided to take, it's like, oh, online play. Let's go through the wall with that. You're making me look like fucking idiots!
From one person to another person.
God! I never respond to your Facebook message. Maybe this is the reason why.
It's like, hey, how are you doing today? Go f*** yourself.
I'm not done yet. Stop reaching for the camera. I didn't do anything. You're like, I thought you were done. I thought you were done. I thought you were done. Okay. Online gaming ruined friendships for me. I hope it doesn't ruin it for you. Online gaming has changed how video games are for the better or the worse, and we're not going to see an end to that.